broadcasting live today. And here it comes, the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. And as things get ready to... Look, he's done a terrific job, Dave. Thank you. Brent, both these teams are able to play low on the block with their back to the basket.
And how rare is that in today's game, Kevin?
Old school, you're right.
So we can slow down some possessions. So if you can get some easy early opportunities, 10, 12 points that way, you know that when you settle into the half court, you've got the pace, you've got the guy you want with the ball, and you can produce points.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Utah, Hayward and Favors holding down those forward spots. Young is out there with the general, and it's Gobert in at the center position. Knocks it loose. Bazemore passes to Hardaway. Shot clock at 5. Shot on the wing. At the tip. Gobert pulls it in. Here's the general. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game. On deep.
Money. The
offensive rebound.
Second
effort.
Tireless scored. He's taking chances.
His second basket of the night. It's been quite the season for Prez, and he's earned his way to the All-Star game. Had to be expected with the way he's played.
And there are a lot of stars at his position. But
I need that read.
He is among the best of the best. Absolutely deserving to be on that All-Star roster.
Passes to the general. Gobert the screen. Here's the general. Guarded by Hardaway. 6 to shoot. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. The shot's good from the general, and something to keep an eye on tonight.
Got to run around holding on to that turbo.
His usual pace out there could be fatigue or perhaps a nagging minor injury, but he doesn't look right.
Or it could be that he was out exploring all the things this great city has to offer after dark. I know I heard at least a few fans talking about how they saw some NBA players at the club last night.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
Young for 3.
Missed the putback.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Bazemore kicks to Millsap. Howard against Gobert. Screen by Howard. Hardaway from outside. The Hawks again can't hit.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
The shot's good from the general. Well, as explosive as Prez has looked all season long, he has seemed to slow up a bit here over the last few games. Guys, what do you make of that?
I just think it's the season catching up with him. I'll bet my house on that. Right now, Prez is dealing with what is known as that rookie wall. And the first-year players, typically they'll run out of gas just because they're not used to playing this many games in a year.
No good there. Good D by Howard. The Hawks trail by 10 in the corner. Hardaway with it. The shot's good, and the assist by Schroeder. Hardaway has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. For Utah, they've gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Favors with a screen on Hardaway. And again, another one in from the general. The general's got 10 points in the game.
He's given them a little bit of everything this quarter, but his scoring has been absolutely dominant.
Millsap a screen on Young. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Off target from outside.
Well, he's seen it before where he can light it up with the best in the league, but right now, he just does not have the touch.
Young in the corner. Nice ball movement by Utah. And a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the game.
And that's how we play the game. Bring it in. Let's go.
2 shots.
Love the energy, fellas. I really do. But now we got to keep it up and stay focused.
Get trash talk too?
I heard many things. I pretended not to hear them,
Yeah.
Kevin. And the only time that
I can see you start to laugh, though, when you heard stuff.
I did. I found more enjoyment out of it, even though it was something very personal. I still found enjoyment. And the only time that I would talk trash were the times that I got to play against my brother John, because I knew he couldn't handle it.
Yeah, and you knew his soft spots.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Brothers always do.
He has plenty.
Here's the general, and there's another one for the Jazz.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And looking at the Jazz roster, they're a well-balanced group. You see scorers, great playmakers, rebounders, shot blockers, plenty of quality depth.
And they've done a great job of drafting. Many of the main pieces of the puzzle seem to be in place. The next step for me is, will one of these young core players emerge as a superstar?
Here's Favors, and Utah again with the bucket.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Schroeder with the ball. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Hardaway against Young. Back to Schroeder. Kicks it to Bazemore. And a miss there on the triple. The Jazz on offense. They're on an 18-5 run. Now here's Hardaway. Coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. And they'll keep possession.
Oh,
Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Feeds it to Favors. To the middle. And
Boy.
Favors with the slam.
And they keep going down low with the ball and keep getting positive results.
And for most teams, that's where the high percentages are. No reason to take a tough shot if you can bull your way into an easy one.
And that one's good. Schroeder.
Nice use of the pick and roll from Schroeder there. Allows him to get an easy shot.
Here's the general. Guarded by Hardaway. Clock at 6. It's Young on the wing. Hayward from outside. Knocks down the three ball. Hayward's got his second basket of the night.
How about the start that they've gotten off to here? Huge lead, and we're still in the first quarter.
No question. You have one team firing on all cylinders. The other one can't even get out of the garage.
Offensive rebound. The general. And that one is hammered home.
And the offense has come together immediately. I mean, they're threatening to run away with this thing already.
Yeah, it looks like the makings of a blowout here, but their task now is to maintain this level of effectiveness and not get sloppy.
And here's Bazemore. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Orlando.
Felt like he had a sense in that game that the defense was being over-aggressive, and he tried to take advantage of that. He continually frustrated them throughout the night and got to the free throw line.
Dishes to Favors. Passes it to Hayward. Here's the general. The basket good off the assist from Hayward. And that's 19 points for the general.
And they've done the job on the offensive glass.
Timeout. Timeout. Start it. Way to work, gentlemen. Let's go now. Hustle up. I like what I see out there, fellas. We're playing like we want it more than them. Just keep squeezing that orange juice, gentlemen.
Listen, conference. What do you think? Utah leading by 16. Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Howard in at the 5 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks.
I love the aggressiveness. He's been on fire the entire first half and continues to strike while the iron's hot.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the general in his last time out against the Hornets was tremendous. He finished with 51 points and was his usual self on the defensive side with a number of steals. A very solid stat line for him in what was a terrific outing. You know he wants to keep the momentum going, Kevin.
Thanks for the great report, David. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
Yeah, and it's another instance where he just proves that he's one of those guys who can step up and win a game for you practically all by himself. And without his sharpness, who knows where they'd be right now.
Atlanta's shooting a low 30% right now, an ugly offensive performance. And now Young running the floor all by himself.
Get the fuck out of here.
To Young. Here's the general. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Schroeder with the ball. And Young picks him up defensively. Screen by Howard. Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Outside Millsap. Here's Howard. And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a three-point play.
And love the nastiness that Howard plays with, especially when he's underneath the hoop collecting rebounds.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s. That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
That's how you draw it up. Each guy doing his part. Beautiful fast break.
Here's the general. He's covered by Bazemore. And there's the feed to Burks. And here's Young from the arc. Atlanta with the rebound. Howard's got his third rebound on the night. To the inside. Swiped it away. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Here's the general. Pushes it down to finish the break.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. They set the pick. And again, Utah running the court in transition. Young, right side. Now, Gobert. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
Bazemore gets the bucket.
Yeah, well done to finish that one off.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Young passes to the general. Burks kicks to Favors. That's his fourth basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots. Off to a good start.
And that's going to increase the field goal percentage even more. They have a huge edge in that category.
Yeah, great ball movement and patience. They're working hard for those good looks.
Schroeder dishes to Millsap. And stolen by Favors. Here we go, all alone.
Just remarkable vision. Young is so talented at spotting the open man.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Schroeder. His scoring has been there on a regular basis. He's averaging more than 14 points a game. 6 to shoot. And the foul called on Justice Young. That is his first foul of the game. And the Jazz making a change here. Hayward's checked in. Howard with it. He isn't playing a big part of their offensive scheme, averaging around 15.5 points a game. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go from deep. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
I tell you what, Derek Favors has arrived. I mean, the 3rd overall pick back in the 2010 draft. Never a doubt about the ability and the talent, but I think it took him a while to get comfortable playing at this level. And then the last 2 seasons, it feels like he's just kind of put it all together. It oftentimes takes young guys coming into this league a little bit of time to develop their niche and their identity, but watch out.
And Howard with the second chance points.
Yeah, and when Howard is allowed to get near the bucket, he capitalizes easily on the offensive glass. He sees the game so well.
It's stolen by Schroeder. In the corner, Hardaway with it. Bazemore passes to Howard. The Hawks have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight.
And they've been ordinary on the season as well, just about 75% from the line. And the former first overall pick in the 04 draft, Howard has had a stellar career, a dominant force who continues to frustrate the opposition.
There's the dish to Gobert. Pass to Favors. And there's another one for the Jazz. And talking about the improvements made by Favors, he's really added something to his game, Greg, every single year.
A great point. I mean, he plays the pick and roll beautifully now, whether it's rolling to the basket on offense or using his mobility to deter the pick and roll at the other end. I mean, the versatility to man both front court spots is a huge plus when you're playing matchups. If he can just stay healthy, he has the potential to become a perennial all-star.
Schroeder kicks to Millsap. That one falls. Millsap's got his first 2 points.
Millsap exerting his will on the post that time, coming away with 2.
Hardaway with the steal. Got a piece of it. It's off his foot. And the ref saying he kicked.
Come on,
Tabo Cephalosha is checked in for Kent Bazemore. Now here's Schroeder. Millsap sets the pick for Schroeder. Poke loose. 6 on the shot clock. Off the pick. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Utah's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And you look at the value of outside shooting, Brent, in today's game, never greater. But do you think the players themselves are getting better, more skilled at long-range shooting?
I do think that you're seeing some improvement. What's interesting is how many coaches are asking their big men to step outside and how much it's changed some of their games. One of the players I look at in his first few years was Al Horford, who shot very few three-pointers, gotten close to attempting about 100 plus every year for the last 3 years. So guys are getting better. They're being asked to do more, and if they're diligent with their practice, they absolutely can see that kind of improvement.
Like an Anthony Davis picking one thing in the offseason to work on, but it makes him that much more versatile a player with New Orleans.
And then all of a sudden you open up Pandora's box with what it is a coach can do when your player can go out and show that kind of skill. It becomes an unlimited playset.
Yeah, absolutely. Good point. Nice release there from Prez to knock down the triple.
I love his form. I mean, it's so repeatable and clean in terms of the release. Just great stuff from Prez.
Here's the general, started by Augustine. Good score there coming from some smart passing by Orange Juice.
And Prez knew what Young was thinking, and boy, was the setup perfect.
The general passes to Young, takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Young's got 9 points now in the quarter. Augustine against Young. Here's Delaney. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Utah has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. Kept alive. Here's Hayward. Chalk up 2 there. Hayward's got 7 points.
They have got to box out better than that. That putback's just another example of what a difference there's been between these two teams.
Just don't want to see fundamental errors like that. One of the reasons they're so far behind.
Here's the general. You look at that great 2-man play from Prez and Young.
Well, you know Young likes to get the ball to Prez when he can, and he found him in a good spot.
Young against Augustine. Picked by Humphries. Shot to stop the run. That's short off the rim.
He hit 1 3 in the first, but the well has been totally dry for him in the second.
Hayward dishes to Young. The Jazz working the ball around now.
And the lead's not getting any smaller. Just an incredibly well-rounded performance here on the road.
And there's been a hush all night long with this crowd. You could hear literally a pin drop in the building.
And again, Utah running the court in transition. Let's go now to the...
Lightning
That was incredible.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder, how much can they win by?
1 through 12, it's been a total team effort. Guys giving their all on both ends of the floor, and you can see that reflected on that scoreboard.
To the inside, here's Delaney, and a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. And the Hawks, Brent, going with the brand revamp, throwback. And so a pretty lopsided game to the...
Hey, thanks, Kevin. Hey, scorching hot from the floor to start this game. How were you able to dominate so easily?
Good work, guys. Bring it in. Have a seat. Hey.
We return to Atlanta with a spectacular look from above. The Sky View Ferris wheel there in the background. And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. And you know the general has been really making it happen, guys.
You just love it when the decision-making is as good as it was there in that first half. Didn't force anything.
Well, showed great discipline and only took good shots, so we'll see if he can keep that decision-making up here in the third.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. Favors and Gobert, the defensive big men pair. Young is out there with the general, and it's Hayward in at the 3 slot.
Huge play from Millsap, getting hit on the shot, but still sinking that one over the D.
And you look at the advanced numbers, very quietly, Paul Millsap is one of the most effective rim protectors in the league.
Yeah, I think that's pretty impressive, Kevin, and it speaks to not just the physical abilities of a player, but mentally being able to read what it is that offenses are doing and step into the right position. He's only 6'6" in socks, but when you take into account that wingspan, he can be effective down low.
Second half just getting started, about a minute played. That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Jazz. Throws down the breakaway jam.
That's just all energy. Young, really a pest on defense with his quick instincts.
Schroeder kicks it to Bazemore. Gobert with the block. Fast break. Here they come. Here's the general. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big time play on both ends.
Now the pass to Schroeder. To the paint. Here's Bazemore. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. And Brent, you look at Kent Bazemore, undrafted out of Old Dominion. At first, he was known more for his sideline antics as a reserve for the Warriors than anything else.
Well, now he's got other guys on the sideline waving towels, Kevin. He's developed into a very valuable rotation player, and he still plays with a chip on his shoulder, and I think that really helps him.
Here's Hayward. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Hayward's got 9 points.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
They're looking like a beaten team at this point, letting him get to the basket with such little resistance.
Pass to Millsap. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by the Jazz. Last time they met was in Utah.
And the last time these teams met, it was a walk in the park, and everybody got in on the act. Their bench was spectacular in that win.
Well, they built up the big lead and then let the second unit get out there and do their work. And you're right, the guys coming in off the bench were spectacular. They put up a ton of points.
Schroeder against Young. Screen by Howard. Schroeder passes to Bazemore. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Outside Favors. Millsap with the double team. Back to Favors. To the left wing. Here's the general. And Utah another 3.
He's given them a little bit of everything this quarter, but his scoring has been absolutely dominant.
some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Howard, the shot's good on the assist by Schroeder. 6 points for Howard.
A heady play there from Schroeder, zipping the pass to the teammate who had the cleanest look on the possession.
Young outside. In the corner, it's Hayward. No good on the triple.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Millsap kicks it to Bazemore. And it's Schroeder in the corner. Howard setting the pick for Schroeder. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Millsap misses.
Those are the shots that you expect him to make. You've seen it before, and so far, just not on his A game tonight.
Here's Favors. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And so vital in today's game, Brent, ironically, the shooting guard position has been in somewhat of a stagnant position, perhaps.
Well, I think because of the way that the point guards in the league right now, Kevin, have dominated most of the offenses, not only in terms of their scoring, but in terms of time of possession. John Wall, Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook. And you watch a lot of those games, and for most of the game, they've got the pill, and they've got to make the decisions. Shooting guards like Klay Thompson don't come around all that much, but he's finding ways to still put his imprint on the game.
Here's Bazemore. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Bazemore's got 4 this quarter.
Had his head on a swivel and found the open man. Nice assist.
Favors with the screen. Up off the screen. Up loose off the pick and hammers it home.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
An even 3-on-3 break. Here's the general. A stupendous finish in traffic.
It appears the defense is on their heels, and for good reason. Whatever they throw at him, he's got an answer for it.
Bazemore for 3. The rebound by Johnson.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
The general passes to Johnson. Right wing. Here's the general. And again, it's Utah.
And Joe Johnson unselfish with that play. You can call his number just about any time, but turning down a good shot for a great one, good on you, Joe.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Ball stolen. Here's the general. Non-stop scoring machine here. Inside. Favors. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. That's on Dwight Howard.
Clearly a foul.
The Jazz had put up good numbers at the charity stripe, converting 6 of 7.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
The first thing you talk about with the Hawks is the versatility and the depth of their front court. Not the biggest inside, but certainly their skill level is a cut above, and they can hurt you in many ways.
Burks with the steal. In transition, here come the Jazz. Drains the jumper to finish the break. 67 points for the general.
From that in-between range, they've been the much better team.
Millsap with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone. Here's the general. But they get it back. Second shot opportunity, and Utah again with the bucket.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
Atlanta's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. And Brent, you mentioned the depth for the Hawks. They've been a very savvy team, filling out that bench with players who can contribute.
Yeah, a blend of young players and old players. They're doing a good job of finding some international talent as well. A nice balance on their roster, and it seems like they know which direction they're going, and for right now, what they're doing.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain? with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's...
Fourth quarter of play, and we're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. Bazemore is the 3 with Millsap the 4. Hardaway is out there with Dennis Schroeder. And it's Howard in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And the 3 ball is good.
And Young needs to drain these perimeter jumpers. A masterful shooter from deep.
Rob. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. Atlanta making some changes. Scotty's checked in for Millsap for Kent Bazemore. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Hardaway. Howard with a screen on Young. Dunleavy dishes to Schroeder. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Hawks will retain possession. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Ball's knocked loose. Here's the general, headed by Prince.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Scott the pass to Prince. Howard setting the pick for Prince. Just 5 to shoot. And once again off the mark by Atlanta.
Boy, they just cannot take the lid off.
Well, they're getting desperate. They're doing everything they can to stem the tide of this monster run.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Offensive rebound. Scott can't get it to go. Utah has gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Johnson, that's for 2. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
How about a little speed there from Joe Johnson? He's a valuable weapon on the fast break if he runs like that.
And now Utah, fast break. Levins with the ball, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
No reason to wait. That was all his from the get-go.
Schroeder kicks to Howard. Here's Levins, and Levins throws it down.
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Gotta love the fact that going vertical is a major part of what makes him so difficult as a point guard to defend, especially around the rim.
So it's Atlanta now. They have yet to put up any points here in the fourth.
Well, he's got that height advantage, and out on the perimeter, a smaller defender is just not going to contest.
Here's the general, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Yeah, this is when his game is at its sharpest. The offense flowing through him, and he's just getting it done.
To the middle. From deep three-point range, here's Johnson, and there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done. Johnson's got 4 points in the quarter. Atlanta's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth, and he makes that one.
Nice decision-making by Schroeder there with a terrific assist.
Here's the general, guarded by Prince. Here's the general. Again, the Jazz score.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
And the attack mentality, I think he surprised the entire defense with that one.
Schroeder dishes to Howard. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by Lyles. Lyles got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Got that one up quick.
And a lot of teams avoid the mid-range jumper, but they seem to be using it well.
Schroeder kicks to Scott. Back to Schroeder. Screen by Howard. And here comes the break. Jumps up. Trips down the breakaway slam.
He's been an absolute marksman the entire second half. Hard to imagine what anyone can do right now to slow him down.
Now Dunleavy. Young with the steal. And oh, here we go. Young's got it. The fast break chance. Here's Wiles. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active.
Yeah, he's not hitting much of anything, but his team remains in front because of what they've done and how well they've been scoring.
Knocked loose and stolen by Levens. Here's Young. He dishes it to Johnson. Prince with the defensive effort.
Well, he has more than enough strength to fight through the D and convert that one. I'm surprised he came up short there.
And not a good shot for him. They can get better looks than that. Utah has gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Wiles passes to Johnson. To the wing on the left. Kicks it to Levens. Tries it from 9. That's good on the jump shot. Levens got 6 points in the quarter. Atlanta's shooting terribly up to this point, just 30%. Some ramshackle offense play there for the finish, and Levens throws it down.
Well, known as a great scorer, Johnson a willing passer, multiple seasons in his career, averaging around 6 assists per game.
It's deflected and taken away by Johnson. Passes it to the general. In the corner, it's Levens. The Jazz working the ball around now. That's tipped. It's stolen by Dunleavy. Here's Scott, and finished off by Scott.
And that's really deflating for a team to cough up the ball and have it turn into points immediately on the other end.
Yes, it took very little time for that transition to happen. Just one team being much more aggressive than the other.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Down low. Cuts off the pass. Delaney defended by Young. Delaney, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better. If not better. He's a phenomenal finisher.
No doubt. His success converting around the rim is largely due to the one thing he does better than most, and that is fly.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Out of bounds, Hawks ball as Atlanta keeps possession. And here's Augustine. Here's the screen. Prince outside. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's the general. He kicks it to Young. We've heard a lot of talk around the league about the strain of the regular season. Brent, 82 games, putting a strain with the back-to-backs, the 4 games in 5 nights.
I'm getting tired of you just talking about it, Kevin.
I'm tired of saying it.
I'm exhausted.
So what's the solution?
I really think that the preseason only needs to be 4 games. You could also do something, Kevin, with regards to training camp where you'd have players in their first through 4 seasons come in for 10 days prior to the veterans coming into camp, the 4 preseason games, and then you're ready to go. So the NBA now, with their 22 affiliations with NBA D-League teams, have the opportunity for those guys to get in shape and learn the system going in between the big ball club and the D-League. But I think a shorter preseason schedule is on the horizon.
Excellent thoughts. 5 on the clock. And here's Prince outside. And he's good on the 3-ball. Utah's gone 3 of 4 from downtown here in the 4th. Levens kicks to Johnson. Young outside. The pass to the general. Young in the corner. And it's off from 3-point range. So for the Jazz, their last game, a win against the Charlotte Hornets. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
You played for, what was it, 6 different teams over your terrific career. We're seeing less and less players remain on the same team for their entire career. Do you think that's a good thing or a bad thing for the game of basketball?
I think it's a thing that just can't be avoided nowadays with the way the contracts and free agency are set up and the way the teams like to maneuver around. One of the things, Kevin, I think that's taken effect is a quick trigger from a lot of the younger owners that the NBA has where they don't have immediate success. They're not willing to go the patient route and wait for guys to develop. wait for guys to see their talent and come to fruition with the team that they're with. And so you'll continue to see plenty of player movement as the league moves on.
The Hawks shooting in the fourth quarter, not pretty, down around 29%.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Jazz.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And on the U now, tonight's impending victory will push their win total to 47.
A two-game season series, they win them both and complete the sweep. And beyond the actual result of this game, fans are going to look back and see this was just a monstrous performance for the General. There isn't much else you want from someone. He gave it his all and was rewarded with a triple-double.
Well, this is what it's all about. Both Prez
How we do it?
There you go.
Hey.
You made it, huh?
Hey, it's good to be back, man. It's good to be back.
You deserve to be here.
Thank you, man. And thank you whoever holy figure was looking out for me, man. God, Allah, Buddha. I'm just glad to be back in the NBA.
Hey, they blessed you. Shoot it.
Shoot the J. Shoot it.
There you go.
Hey, he's back.
I'm back. Make it rain.
Still what the fuck now, man? Wait till the pissy came back. Yeah. Hell yeah, I want some 2-on-2. Money. Oh! Wait. My son said, nah, I gotta get the first point. Money. Yeah. Yeah, nigga. Sidestep that ass. Oh. Where'd that go? Nigga! That nigga was out. Come on, why I can't steal it from this nigga? Like, yeah. Oh, yeah, head, bitch. Boy. Guns? Come on, son, I'm not jacking that shit, man. Fuck out of here. Pass that. Gang. Let's go running with you bitch ass niggas. Exit practice. Spirit. Niggas ain't feeling my conglomerate. Money. Ah! It's signed for the season? out the shit out of that nigga. Why you ain't chase that nigga? Like, fuck out of here. Get late, nigga. Bro. Slow ass crossover. You better chase him the way you chase. Nigga. Bro. Fucking shit out of here. Money. Green. Son is wailing on her side. Bro.
Too in depth with this video, but this is what I'm about to do. See that? That's an ice piece of ice, toilet paper. I'm about to make a proper footage because I don't put nobody business out there, but you already know I am the PNP princess. This is Juicy Red, and this is how you make what I'm about to put up my ass. Yeah, come on, it's on me. Yes, he's gonna assist me. Where else? I don't have to be my own camera girl. See, you don't need about enough toilet paper to cover it. Don't put this whole piece of ice up your ass, cause bitch, you gonna be somewhere goddamn geeked. And I've been smoking all day. I've probably consumed 7 grams already. Yes, whole 7. Got it. And where you know this is not the Vegas crack. This is real methamphetamine and crystal meth. So I can handle this. I can't handle myself in Vegas.
Really?